Well, as you can see what we're doing this morning, we are running the miller table, and we're going to run through some material that Chris and I and Jacob have had stored up forever, and we're going to see if there's any gold in the concentrates. So we're just going to kind of give you a little tutorial. I've done a video on the miller table, and you'll see that video in one of the corners. I did a video on the miller table. It's been 3 or 4 years ago, and it was just me running the material. So I'm going to do more of a tutorial, and we're going to kind of talk through it. And I got a big old bug that just landed on my arm, and let me see if I can flick him off. There you go. Anyway, we're gonna run through this material and see what we can find. I'm hoping there's a little gold in it. I mean, we got some of this material up in North Carolina when we found that gold, and I'll stick that video in one of these corners. And it's the Coffee Creek video. Have to check it out, but found a little gold in there as well. So anyway, let's see what we can find, and hope you enjoy this little video. We use this Martin Prospecting Go Getter Juice concentrated, basically jet dry, so that gold won't float away when we put it on here. But all right, let's do it. What we're doing here is we're just running this material that's been run through the dredge, and we classified it down to pretty small bits there, and we're just going to see if there's any sorts of gold in it at all. This thing looks pretty well. If there's any in there, it'll leave it up there near the top, because gold ain't going nowhere. It'll stay pretty still. So again, this is most of this material is what we found here, or what we dredged up here in Liberty. So, and if you do find some gold, drag it over that hole. Yeah, if you do find any gold, there's a hole right there, and as you can see, it's a gold vial that's hooked up to the table, and we just drag it over and it drops right in the gold vial. So. Alright, appears that we might have got our setting right. You want the black sand to stay right there, and that way that if there is any gold, it'll eventually start seeing it. You don't want it to wash off real fast. If it's washing off real fast, then you're not doing any good. So we fixed our angle. And you change the angles by these little doodads right here, right there. And we kind of figured out, you know that it's kind of like a sluice box. You kind of want to have that V. You want to kind of have a V going in on a sluice box. Well, this here you want to have a V coming out, where it comes down to one little point like this. But we think we got a high spot in the table here, so it's not doing what it ought to. But we do have it adjusted so that way it will, the material is not running off to the left or running off to the right. It is coming straight down the middle, and we can work it. So. Okay, look, there's Chris. And we're still at it. Anyway, little commercial break. I did a penny roll hunt about a week ago and found a pretty sweet coin, and I want y'all to see it right now. Found the normal 2009s. Nothing to that. Nothing at all.
And then also I found I think I counted 12 wheat pennies, and you know, 50s, 40s, and that's these up here. And then I found a really nice 1959 D that will actually upgrade my collection in my book, so I'll put that in the book. Something very unique, I'll show you that next. This one here, when I pulled it out, I was like, man, where's the date at? I see a 1 on the end there, and the little and the D mint mark. But let me show you real quick on the microscope. This is cool. It's just a mint error. It appears, I believe it's a 1971. You get it in certain lights, you can see it, but look at that. It just, I believe it was a grease strike. It took the whole date out except the very end of the 1 and the D. But it's actually almost a cut as well. You can see the way it's laid out there. It even filters up toward the T there, but look at that. It's almost a cut, I think, but just the grease strike just caused it to be just a bad error. But anyway, that's a cool find. I'm gonna hang on to that. So I thought that was a good find. And then my next find, I'm gonna go ahead and just show you on the camera because it's easier to see them. I found this Canadian coin here, Canadian penny, and it's nothing old. It's a 1995 Canadian. But the one I really want y'all to see is this one here. I don't know, I was about halfway through, and this one here popped out. And this is of course, a wheat cent. And I haven't looked at it on the microscope. It may have a die crack or something along those lines. But really caught my attention was the lines that are supposed to be in those wheats right there are gone. So I was like, man, this one's old. And they go back to 1909. And look at that. 1919. San Francisco mint mark. So this thing was minted back 100 years. This is a 100-year-old penny. 100 years old. So I think that's pretty neat. And my next best one of my old ones that I just found was this one here. You see those wheat ends there? They're supposed to have the lines. And check that out. A 1930. So we got a 1930 wheat cent that was just found as well. So, and the last roll of the box, this here was in the roll with the pennies. This dime. So I made 9 cents off the bank. And then probably the best find besides the 1919 was this was also in the last roll. And this is what they call a King George penny from Canada. That's a King George. But look at the date. 1940. I've never found a King George Canadian cent, but there it is. There he is right there. But anyway, just wanted to show you what I found. I'm not doing a video for YouTube for this box hunt that I just did. I just wanted to show you my finds and show you what I found today. But best find is the 1919 wheat cent and the 1940 King George penny. So, and then of course I found the dime in the penny roll. Okay, back to the miller table. Is that cool? No, never mind. Maybe not. What I want to show you real quick is you see that lead shot right there from it's moving now because it's rolling, but you see that lead right there? That's a good indication that the table is set up right because it's staying on the table, and it is round, so it's going to roll. But also, it just kind of lets you know that we are getting contaminants out of the water in the creek beds. You're getting that lead out of there, so it keeps the lead out of the water, so it's not contaminating the water for a drinking source. So yeah, it is. It's right there now. There we go. There's just a piece right there. We're gonna move it and get it in the vial before it comes off the table. But
that's how good the Martin table works. It gets that real fine stuff.
Yeah, that's so little. I'll pan out and show you how small it is. how yellow that thing is?
Even in the shade.
Yeah, that thing gets bright in the sun now. Yep, there it is. That's a bigger one. It's bigger than the one from a while ago. Wow. That's awesome. We're getting moved over.
I'm getting a new love for the miller table.
Yeah. Very cool. Number 3. It's a lot smaller than that second one. About like the first one we found. There's another one. See that right there? Well, that sun really hindered my shot here. Oh man. Well, it's gone. We'll have to get it again. But it was there.
Well, now we finished up running through that dirt we got down there at the creek after 2 dredging trips. We're gonna take this vial off the bottom, see if we got, well, I know we got a couple pieces of gold in it, but we're gonna see what we got right now. We got a lot of sand in there, but we got gold. See, there's a piece there. Several pieces of gold in there, but
Hold it over that green for me, probably show it better. Oh yeah. Yep. There it is. Final cleanup. Now some of this gold's from Colorado.
you can tell the difference in it, the different coloration.
Yep.
The darker stuff was from Colorado, the lighter stuff in there from the creek behind the house.
Yep.
We just went ahead and combined this, gonna put it all in one vial. Which, I mean, some people might get upset with that, but that's the way we like to do it.
Gold is gold.
That's right.
There it is. That looks good. It's crazy how different each piece looks.
Yeah, you can tell the difference between the Colorado gold and the gold around here.
Yep. All right. This is what we got out of this batch of material. I didn't even get all the lead out. Oh yeah, and I found this nail when we classified it down. This is a nail that come out of the creek. All that lead come out of the creek. The gold, of course, not all of it was in this creek, but some of it come from the Colorado pay dirt. And then we found some pretty cool looking garnets. They're pretty. And again, this is the Martin Prospecting Equipment Miller Table. You check his website out, mjcoinstore.com. Phone number, address, we'll put a link in the description. If you've ever used this equipment, please put a comment at the bottom. I'd be glad to know if you've used it and how much gold you're processing through it.
And just so some of the people don't get upset, the reason we mix the gold, as far as the Colorado and the gold that come out of this creek, is because this was all one episode that we done together. We done the creek down here and the Colorado gold. So this is basically all the gold we found from that one trip. That's the reason we mixed it together and we wanted to put it in one vial.